So today is the Friday. Then we will start off with the Q&A. Okay. My usual routine, my usual sitting routine, morning around 5:30 to 7 and at night around 10 to 11. I do walking at our center after breakfast and chores followed by sitting. Sometimes there are unavoidable interruptions to the routine where I was occupied by certain matters until late at night. I would like to inquire how to do some adjustments. Okay. Do I skip or do a short some sitting or do metta or a short chanting instead? If I carry on the late sitting, then the sleep duration will be very short and this can affect the next morning. Or can I wake up a bit late next morning? Question. How do I reconcile or adjust both morning and night practice in the event that we are able to start the sitting only late at night? Okay, thank you. All right. Okay. Well, with this sitting routine, it makes the devotees over here all very shameful. If you can able to do a morning and half an hour, a night 1 hour, it makes a lot of you. Anyway, what can we do? Okay. Now, first of all, it's good that you have that routine. The morning routine, you have the night routine, which is wonderful, which is good, which is very commendable actually. And you do some walking meditation. That is also very good. Okay. Now, you said sometimes there are unavoidable interruptions, which is also very true because we are not in the retreat center. We are at home in the sense that we are meditating, and as a layperson, you have chores to do, and you have responsibility to do. You have to take care of. So therefore, once in a while, it may affect your routine. It's totally understandable. So too, for example, for me also the same thing. I also have a routine, but sometimes on a certain circumstances, I get affected. Also, I cannot able to meditate. And also, as you all know, we are not in the retreat time. So in the retreat time, I usually make sure that the yogis have nothing else to do. But nowadays with their mobile phones, it's very difficult for them to this one. All these mobile phones will kill them in their meditation. So nevertheless, if they can put all this aside during a retreat, then only they have walking, sitting, which is very, very good, which is wonderful. So let's say right now, you have something that you have to do the whole day, and then you only have a short time to do a short time for a short gap, a time that you can before you take rest. So what do you do then? Now, what should you do then? Here, you said that should I do some sitting or a metta or a short chanting instead? Now, actually, it's perfectly up to you for that particular day. Now, if you feel that you want to do metta for that day, then do metta. If just for 15 minutes, then just sit there for 15 minutes. Don't have to be like, must be 1 hour because it's already taken up your time. But if you find that on a certain nights, you feel that you are not so sleepy, then carry on a bit longer. Don't worry about what time that you're going to meditate, what time you're going to sleep, and what time tomorrow you're going to start meditate. Don't worry about them. Let tomorrow be tomorrow. You just worry about what you can do tonight. You do tonight, meditate until you feel that enough already, then you feel that you want to go to sleep. Then tomorrow, if you can wake up, then wake up. If you cannot, then go a little bit more. Uh, but if you feel like you want to wake up, then wake up still. And then when you meditate, then adjust a little bit. Maybe in the morning, if you find a bit sleepy, then do a bit of walking meditation. Don't have to do sitting meditation all the time, as long as you do meditation, good meditation. So, so don't worry about the next morning. Tonight, try to finish it, whatever that you want. And also, if you want to finish early, finish short, then perfect. Then go and sleep. You are not in a retreat right now. Yeah? So don't be too hard on yourself at this moment of time. Yeah? But the most important is that make sure that you do it every day, more or less, but do it every day. Okay? So if you want to say that you want to wake up a bit later in the morning, it's well and good. But as honestly, as the elderly, when it comes to age, then sometimes we cannot sleep that much also, right? It kind of like there's a biological alarm bell. At a certain time, no matter what you sleep, it'll wake up for you. That's what people told me, lah. I haven't reached that stage yet. Going to, but haven't reached that stage yet. But yeah, devotees told me that, elderly devotees told me that when you reach a certain age, kind of like you wake up on its own, no matter what time you sleep. So again, here it's difficult for us. We going to adjust according to our body and so on. Sometimes what we fix on a certain routine as we age, sometimes it's going to be different already. Okay, for example, you ask me to do 5:30 in the morning. I tak boleh. I tell you straight away, I sleep at the sitting there because it's not my time. My time is around afternoon, evening. I'm very alert. Something like this time, I'm very alert. You ask me to do it early morning, I cannot. But those for y'all can do it. Yes, wonderful. This is your good time. Yeah. So here, if you want to do some sitting, it's also okay. You don't have to worry about the length of time. You want to go and sleep, then you go and sleep. If you want to go longer, then you do longer. Don't worry about tomorrow. So you want to do metta, then do metta. It's perfectly all right. You want to do chanting for that night, it's perfectly all right. After all, these are all wholesome things. So don't worry about the sleep duration. It's very short. If you want to go a little bit longer, then go a little bit longer of your sleep. If you cannot, then you will wake up anyway. So how do we reconcile both morning and night practice in the event that now sometimes with this perhaps if you are free in the afternoon, let's say if you're free in the afternoon, then sit for a while. Don't have to be just morning and night only. Whenever you can, just sit for a while. Sometimes you may have something to do in the morning. It takes up your time to meditate. Then perhaps in the afternoon, you are quite alert. Maybe you want to give yourself a rest, half an hour rest, and then wake up, and then your mind is clear. Then go and do some sitting if you want to. Then after that, you do some other things. Then at night, you want to do a short one. Then well and good. Then carry on. So we learn to adjust according to this one. So if most of the time you don't have to, if you have no interruptions, then just go on with your routine. So when you have interruptions, then all these routine are going haywire a little bit. Then we learn to adjust. Don't get too attached to our routines. Don't be some so must to do. It is good in a certain sense, but don't become over tightened and we tie ourselves to it too strongly. The routine here is part of the sila, actually, which is good, But then don't tie everything attached to it until you cannot breathe. That means when the interruptions comes in and so on, you kind of like unable to adjust here and there. So keep your mind open a little bit. Keep your mind open a bit. Okay. This is something I can say about it. Uh, so for me also, although I have a certain routine also, but sometimes I got I have to meet with somebody. Sometimes I got a chanting to do. Sometimes I got to have a class to do in the afternoon with some others groups and so on. Sometimes I have I got a personal interview. Sometimes there are yogis who are meditating in somewhere, then I have to interview them also, or they call me up for interviews and so on. So I have to entertain, and then my time is all decent. So I just change around whenever I'm free, then meditate.